Hello, everyone. Greg again in the Ed Leadership Program, and this is another video on how to use TweetDeck and to use Twitter if you're thinking about Twitter chats for your class. A lot of people ask me about how do you curate or archive or better organize your class Twitter chat when it's all said and done? And that's a really great question because throughout the course of a 1 hour Twitter chat, even though everyone is there, same place, same time, everyone is kind of doing their own thing, answering questions when they can. And, as an example, I tell people all the time, if for some reason you're not actually in front of your computer or laptop whenever we're discussing question two, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that you can't go back later as you get back on online and answer all those questions. All you have to do is make sure you use the appropriate A1, A2, A3 so people understand what it is you're responding to. So we encourage people to be there all at one time and participate, but we also understand that things happen, and if you have to step away, that's no big deal. Just kind of catch up when you can or answer questions when you can, and they're all there for you if you use the appropriate hashtag. But when it's all said and done, and when the chat's over, you might want to think about organizing it in a way that you can archive it and go back and look at it and have something that's a little more synchronized and organized as you kind of reflect on what was said. So again, we're going to use TweetDeck because it's just a phenomenal tool in terms of its capabilities and the dashboard concept. But we're going to click on the plus button. We've already got our P12 leaders up and going because that's the hashtag we're going to use as an example. And we're going to click on something called collection. And we're going to create a collection down here at the bottom, and we're just going to call it P12 Leaders because that is the chat that we're looking at. So, okay, we've created this column now, and it's a collection, and you see the P12 Leaders up here. So if I want to organize this in a more constructive way, all I have to do is go back over here on the left-hand side to the P12 Leaders column, and I can drag and drop anything I want over here into this collection. So maybe I want to go find question one and I want to drag it in there. And maybe I want to highlight my top 5 answers for Q1. So I'd go and I'd try to find all the A ones that I can find. So as an example, here's an A7. So maybe I have an A7 list going. So Melody Stacy, an outstanding principal here in Northern Kentucky, participated in our P12 Leaders Chat. This was her answer to A7. So you can do this. Here's Anthony Golding, also had a response to A7 that I liked. So you can just kind of go through here and pick and choose which questions and which answers and comments you want to drag over here to the collection. And so you're creating basically a customized column as to all your favorites from the chat. And so you can put as few or as many as you want over here, but this is going to help you keep your chat organized and keep everything together so you can keep all the answers to all the specific questions in order. So then when you get done with that, all you have to do is come over here to your column, and it's going to give you the option to share. And so I would click on share, and you're going to want to embed the collection. Now you can do this a couple different ways. You can do an embedded grid or an embedded timeline, and you have the option of having a copy code here, and maybe if you have a website for your class. I haven't actually tried to do this on Moodle yet, and we probably need to do that, but it's going to give you a copy code so you can copy your collection onto a web page. You could also print this out if you want to. Now, I do know that you can embed a particular Twitter feed onto your Moodle page, and I'll show you how to do that in a future video. And we'll also look and see if we can add a collection as part of that embed. But this is how you organize a collection in TweetDeck, and this allows you to organize things in a way that makes more sense to you and your students. And then when you're finished, you're able to share this out with people so you have a working document that you can go back and refer to. So this is a great way to curate and archive your Twitter chat. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here to help. Thanks, everyone.